wrap it. But yeah, yeah, dude. I saw. Oh crap! No, I'm blanking on the name of the movie. You know which one I'm talking about? The one with the little girl who's a vampire.
Why do I keep thinking Annabelle?
Yeah, see, I was gonna say Annabelle too, but no, it's not.
Annabelle.
It's
Abigail.
Abigail. Yeah, dude. I wanted to go see that in theaters, and then I'm kind of glad I didn't. So
that's your short review. The end. Good night, everybody.
That's my short review. So we're done.
No, but Abigail, you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you can watch it on streaming, then I guess it's worth the watch.
I'll check it out. It's on Peacock, right?
Is it?
I think.
Okay, cool.
I think.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, what'd you think of? What'd you think of Late Night with the Devil, dude?
Oh, dude, that's for me. That's like one of my top movies of this year so far. Like for at least when it comes to like the horror movie, I really like that movie a lot.
This movie was like not. It was not like anything I've seen. I don't know if ever. I don't know what would you compare this to? That's what I was trying to figure out. What would you compare Late Night with the Devil to?
That's kind of weird because the whole aspect of it, like, because it's kind of a found footage movie, right?
Yeah, but it's
sorta
much cleaner.
Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be a late night talk show on their last ever recorded show because something goes wrong. Which is awesome. Like I think that's why I like the movie so much. The talk show portion of it, like the whole talk show is actually done really well. And then the main actor, and I don't want to mess up his names, but he is so good in it. Like I really liked him so much. He was so good in this movie. And so he definitely elevated the movie, and made it really cool to watch.
Is it David Dastmalchian? I believe that's how you say his name. Dastmalchian.
See, I don't know if that's how you say it, so I'm going to say
people
yes, it's
butcher
David.
names all the time. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to roll with it. So
it's David.
Just go do it, David, man. He played Jack Delroy, right?
Yeah, there you go. Jack Delroy.
Delroy.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah. Let me just give the synopsis actually, just because I thought it was a cool little like thing.
Okay.
But it just says, normally I don't like to do these too much, but anymore at least. But the synopsis was October 31st, 1977. Johnny Carson rival Jack Delroy hosted a syndicated talk show, Night Owls, that has long been trusted companion to insomniacs around the country. A year after the tragic death of Jack's wife, ratings have plummeted. Desperate to turn his fortunes around, Jack plans a Halloween special like no other, unaware he was about to unleash evil into the living rooms of America. That's IMDb.
The devil.
The devil.
The devil. I'm the devil.
I'm the devil. Someday I'll tell the story, but...
No, just tell it now.
Yeah.
Just tell it now.
Actually, this is the most appropriate time to tell it.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Back in high school, you never took drama, huh?
Nah.
I took it just for fun and an easy A, I'm not going to lie. But we had a section in class where they're like, okay, you're going to read a card and you have to act it out. But you can't say anything. Okay? You just have to act out the role and we have to guess. And, these being young freshman girls, they're just giggling the whole time. And the girl goes, I'm the devil. And it's just like...
I thought when you told me this...
Even
I thought from when you told me... Yeah, when you told me the story, I thought you said that they told her, like, act out what you are, but don't say it.
Yeah, or something like that. It was, but you weren't supposed to say it.
You weren't supposed to say it.
Said it, and I literally closed my eyes. Keep in mind, I think I was like a sophomore or junior, but I just closed my eyes. I'm just like, please tell me this is like not the future, but Yeah, she's like, I'm the devil. And I was
And
just
that
like,
girl grew up to be an Oscar-winning actress. We won't say who it is. We won't say who it is, but
yeah.
she's the devil. She still is the devil.
Oh gosh. Um, but yeah, man, that was so funny. Anyway, um, yeah, what's cool about this movie though, like Late Night with the Devils, we were saying, is I had never seen anything like it and found footage, but it's cool what they do. I don't know. I guess you're watching the show and they're doing like little funny zoom ins that were appropriate to the time. The sets were awesome. The music was awesome. And then
The
when they
monologue.
cut to, yeah, and the monologue was awesome. And then they cut to the break and then you see it changes, right? It changes into the found footage part or like the behind the scenes kind of thing. And that's where it gets really good, right? But something I wanted to point out though was this was written and directed by Colin Keynes and Cameron. Or is it Keynes or Cairns? I'm not sure. But anyway, these guys, man, this was awesome, man. This was something that I wasn't expecting. The commercial, I guess, explains it as best it can, you know? But dude, the acting on this, like top to bottom, was fantastic on this movie. Whether it was the Jack Delray with David Dastmalchian, Laura Gordon playing Mitchell, that was Dr. June Ross. She was playing it was Laura Gordon playing Dr. Ross, I think, Dr. June Ross.
You know who was also a standout to me was the and again I don't remember the character's name, but he was the dude that they brought in to disprove the psychics. That guy was cool. You know what I'm talking about?
Carmichael Haig.
Was that his name?
Yeah, he was played by Ian Bliss. Dude, he crushed it. That dude
He was cool.
Crushed it. I actually liked Christu a lot too. The guy that played him.
Christu, yeah.
Because it's funny because I don't know what his ethnicity is supposed to be. And then like he spoke Spanish at one point or something. I'm like, wait, I'm really confused right now. What's going on? Like Christu?
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was a funny little thing. And then actually the performance by Lily, Ingrid Torelli.
Oh, the little girl?
Man, she was good,
cool.
dude. Yeah, it's a lot harder than people think to like act these things out, you know. And it's like,
Yeah, dude.
believably.
I'll give you a
at
perfect.
least.
Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. One time somebody was supposed to act out that they were the devil. And
Full circle. Full circle. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, but yeah, you know what was really good in this too actually was the character was Gus McConnell. Reese Altario was the actor. He was a sidekick. He was a co-host.
oh, the sidekick. Yeah. The
Yeah,
sidekick was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like oh gosh, what was his name? Johnny Carson's sidekick. It was Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon. Okay.
He kind of reminded me a little bit of him, but like in his own, he made his own character up. And like you see, he's the punchy, and that was like, they kind of did that on purpose, where it's like, because those were the rumors that went around for years, and apparently they're true. I don't know, but that Johnny Carson treated him like terribly, like he would like off air, he would like cuss him out. Oh yeah. It's like, it's known, but I mean, the dude was like the best at what he did, you know, and but anyway, it's cool that it's reflective of like they acknowledge like Johnny Carson existed. That's who he was going up against, and then he goes through all this, you know.
Yeah.
And when did this come out? This come out like in April, May? I forget when that came out, but
I want to say May.
Yeah, but all I know is like
But
I was saying. Oh, go.
It's on Shudder now, and then also on demand. So I think if anybody wants to see it, it was a good movie. I give it a recommend.
Oh yeah,
right?
I highly recommend this. Like right off the bat, like I should have started with this. I highly recommend it to anybody. It's not like anything I've ever seen personally. Maybe somebody's seen something that's watched a lot more horror than we have.
No,
I doubt they've seen more than you,
so.
but I don't think I've seen anything like this.
No, but also I don't think so either, dude. I don't think that anything is similar, at least in that way.
Mm-hmm.
but it was good. It was entertaining, and like I said, I mean that's a recommend for me. I just don't want to give too much away because I think people should check it out.
No. But just something that I want to say, just some notes that I wrote down here. Just I loved how they nailed like the 70s and the look and the feel of it and the music and like the wardrobe. Everything was like down to a T. Because I've watched movies where it's like, it's supposed to be the 80s. And then you watch and you're just like, dude, that is not the 80s. Like you can tell they're trying hard for it to be the 80s and it just does not look and feel it at all. And I'm just like, you may as well made it modern day, but I get it. They're trying to do it before cell phones. That's a problem in horror movies.
Are you talking about Stranger Things?
I don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest.
Whoa. Whoa.
But you know what's cool too was like the ads that they had felt authentic too when they had like ads on there. Also, man, like I was saying, I'm just gonna bring it up because people were talking about this. Was they used AI for these I don't know, I guess commercial break little screenshots or something, I know you'd call them. But it's weird that people are trying to protest against this and saying don't watch the movie for that, because it's like I guess you can call it an indie film because they had to use Shudder to distribute it, but
it is an indie film, yeah.
When you're on a limited budget and you're doing an indie film, like AI is a double-edged sword, and AI I see as a tool. I don't see AI as a replacement for anybody and anybody's talent. I think to me, AI has its place. I don't personally like the use of it to replace talent, but I think it's just copying what's already been out there. And so I don't know, but like I said, it's a tough thing to like say like, oh, don't use AI at all, it's bad or whatever. It's like, no, I think that for like indie filmmakers, like if you have no budget, yeah, but when it's the studios trying to do it, I have a problem with that because you guys are not budgeting your films properly. You guys are paying, current news, right? It's like Robert Downey Jr. is coming back, right, as Dr. Doom. And you're paying him like insane money, and you're paying the Russos insane money. So what's the budget going to be for this movie? Are you going to break even? Like you expecting $1 billion? Like no offense, but after all these hit or miss with their movies, they're like 50%. I think they're lower because it's like you expect high quality from them because it's been hit and miss, and they're doing a whole like stuff I won't get into, but it's like, I just feel like when you're spending budgets like that and you're a studio like that, it's like, this is your doing. This is not, you shouldn't be using AI at all. I feel at least, but I don't know. How do you feel about AI just in general in films?
Well, number one, because, I've seen Terminator 2. I wouldn't mess with AI. No, you know what? I think the whole conversation, at least when it comes to this movie, I didn't like it. I didn't like the conversation in the first place because for one thing, I didn't even notice until it was brought up after.
I didn't know.
Like
either.
I went to see the movie in theaters and then like a week later there was an article about it, right?
Yeah.
And then people were pissed off and saying whatever they want. And that's perfectly fine. You can say whatever you want. But I think what's bad about that too is that they don't take into account all the other people that worked really hard on that movie to get it made, just because of one thing in there that, and again, I could be wrong because I only read a little bit of the article because then I thought, this is kind of dumb, but it was just like for one scene where they used AI to make something up, right? It was just like one thing.
It's there for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds each time before a commercial break. That's it. And I'm just like, really, guys? And to protest a movie or to say like, oh, don't watch this movie. It's like, first of all, you should never root against the movie. It's like, if it's not your thing, like, look, I openly admit a lot of movies in the past couple years have not been my thing. And I think that the box office is reflecting this, right? We are speaking with our wallets, but I also think it's the new generation that they'd rather watch TikTok or YouTube, because there's a certain genuine connection as opposed to like films that are kind of, I don't know, fabricated in a sense. But I think that cinema itself is like in a weird place. It's in a transition period, is what I would say. And so I think that unfortunately, it's going to be either the big blockbuster films or it's going to be indie, and there's no in between stuff. And like we're seeing comedies and even action going to like Netflix and stuff like that. But I'm getting off the rails here, man. What I'll say about the AI from this movie is like it was silly. Like it was ridiculous for them to be acting the way they did. It was an awesome movie. If you're not going to watch it, that's cool. But don't tell people not to watch other people's movies, especially when it's indie, especially with all the hard work and the awesome performances. Speaking of performances, oh man, yeah, as we were saying before, David Dastmalchian, this was like, he's been in other films before, but to me, this was like a breakout. Like, this is what the dude can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And the practical
and he
effects,
was awesome.
The practical effects on this film also were really, really good, man. And to that, I would say there's a certain scene with hypnotism, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say, don't say anything else because that's a good scene.
No. Yeah. Because even with my highlights, I'll save it for the end, or we can talk about it another time. We'll talk about, but yeah, my highlights don't really ruin anything, so I can always cut it out if you think I should cut it out. But
all right.
Just 5 highlights I have for it is Christo's message. He has a message from the beyond.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah,
see, exactly. Yeah. See, that's how I'm trying to keep him clean.
Yeah.
Ian Bliss.
I thought when you said keep it clean, I thought you meant like no cursing. But okay.
No. But Ian Bliss as Haig, the performance, that's a highlight, dude. Because like you said, he was really good. You want to hate him, man. Good. You want to hate him,
yeah.
But he was so like...
You want to hate him, but you also want him to kind of be right.
Yeah. And then my third highlight is there's a scene with Lily. It doesn't ruin anything, but it's a jump scare. It's going to catch you off guard anyway. There's nothing you can do about that. When it happens, it just happens. You're not going to know what's coming. You kind of expect, but you know, with horror movies, you never know. Sometimes they just do fake stuff. And then, like I said, the hypnotism scene, and then that's my fourth. And then my fifth highlight is just how authentic everything was, from the commercials to the music to the wardrobe. That's my highlight. But anything stand out to you? I don't know if you want to highlight or just say something that stood out to you as far as a film. Without ruining it.
Not that without ruining it. Other than, I guess, like the main standout to me to watch it would be because of again, I don't want to mess up his name, so I'll just say David's performance as
Jack Delroy.
As Jack Delroy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think to watch him just perform that role is worth watching the movie. He's done such a good job. Like that was good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me ask you this, dude. If you were to put a double feature with this one, this is a weird, I don't know what you put it with, but if you were to put a double feature, I came up with one, but I even think that's not, I don't know what you put it up against. It's kind of weird. Well, what would you double feature with? Like say a movie theater or...
Yeah, let's see.
Or even like a rental, if you're renting back-to-back movies, even though people just stream everything now, but...
Yeah. That's a tough one, actually, because I didn't even think about this one for a double feature. Like, if I was going to watch it with another movie.
You want to know what mine is? I'll let you think about it.
Go for it. Yeah, no, go for it while I think about it.
Yeah. Mine, I had to think about it as well, because like I said, like, what do you compare it to? And you can't. And so to me, it's like, okay, that cleans the slate for me. I prefer that. So it's like, okay, what would I compare it to? Or what would I put it that? They're in the same somewhat tone, I guess, as far as like how serious you're taking the movie. It's not like on the ridiculous side, or it's somewhat set in reality, but it's like the supernatural is very real, you know? But a movie that I kind of feel has a similar tone is The Conjuring. The original Conjuring.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah,
Okay.
the very first one. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of sequels, and people can say that maybe weren't as good as the first one, whatever. But the first one, man, it's scary.
Yeah,
It
first one's
actually
good.
scared. Yeah, yeah. There's very few movies that scare me because we've seen so many horror movies, But that was one of them that The Conjuring really got me, and that's the double feature I would pick at least.
With The Conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, dude. I'm running a blank because I'm trying to think of a movie that's similar to this,
Mm-hmm.
and I could think of other ones that would go with the other ones that we were gonna do, but this one is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say, you're just gonna have to call it a night and just say just that movie by itself, because
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
think of
Okay.
another one that
No,
I'd
it's all
want to
good.
watch it with.
It's all good. It's all good. You don't have to have one.
Unless I'd have to connect it with probably a found footage one. Hmm. And if that's the case, uh, I guess I'd go with Poughkeepsie tapes. It's because it's also found
I was thinking
footage.
that. Yeah. Dude,
Hmm.
when you told me about that movie and I watched it, I think you let me borrow it actually. It was a DVD or
Yeah.
something. Dude, that movie creeped me
Yeah.
out. You creeped me out when I saw that.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. Well, yeah, that's
because
it
it
was
looks like you found it. Like,
underrated movie. Like
yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
But
You ready
yeah,
for me to
I
get
guess
some fans upset? I prefer it way more than man. You know what movie I can't stand?
which one?
The original found footage movie. Not the
Blair
original, but
Witch?
Blair Witch. I can't get past the first like 20 minutes. I just can't. I watch it like 4 or 5
Wait,
times.
so you haven't seen the whole movie?
I can't make. I have to fast forward. Probably. I think that's the only way I'm gonna watch the movie because
Oh,
their
that's crazy.
dialogue. It was just it bothers me, dude. I watch and it's not like I watch it like back to back trying to watch it. I'd wait a couple years try to watch it, and then I'm just watching like. Usually I can get through pretty bad dialogue or bad. It was doing nothing for me, and I'm just like, how much more of this do I have to endure? But I think I gotta just fast forward maybe, and yeah, it
Nah,
did
dude.
nothing for
You know
me. And
what?
people love that movie, and I can't get past the first 20 minutes.
Oh, dude, no. Like, okay, so I didn't watch it until whoa, man, till about maybe 15 years later after it had come out,
Mm-hmm.
because I had heard a lot of bad stuff about it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched it, and you know what? It's not bad.
I think I'm gonna
I
put
mean, the
as
payoff. I
background
think
noise.
the payoff will piss off a lot of people.
Yeah,
But for what it is and for what it was, like I thought it was good.
yeah. But like I said, anyway. And then my stop, pause, and rewind moment for this movie is just Lily's jump scare. Again, it doesn't say anything. It's not spoiling anything, but that was a really cool moment for me.
Okay, I'll say when I don't know if this is a spoiler. If you think it's a spoiler, just cut it out.
Yeah, sure.
From here, cut everything out.
Okay. Yeah.
When they hypnotize the whole audience.
Oh man, that was great. That was
Yeah.
great, dude. That's not a spoiler at all.
Okay.
That was a great
right.
scene though. But yep. Yeah, dude. I don't know what else there is to say about this movie other than like
Go watch it.
it. Yeah, go watch it. Rent it.
That's what you should say.
Watch it on Shudder. Man, is it physical on physical media?
Yeah, I saw there was a website that was selling like a special edition of it that's coming out on Blu-ray.
Because I want to buy it, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to
it.
buy it too. I think I'm gonna end up getting that one.
Yeah, and that's just part of our thing here. Is we grew up with physical media, and not everybody likes physical media, and I get it. Especially a storage thing, and like younger generations, like I get it. It's convenience. For me, I've always appreciated the posters. I've appreciated the artwork that goes into it, the bonus features. They're starting to put that on streaming now too, but something about collector's editions and like the collectability of it, you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot that goes into that, and I respect that. So it builds to the mythos of these movies, and that's why, especially with horror, like, or even like sci-fi, dude, like there's a lot to it.
Well, no, you know what's a good example? You know that like you can't stream certain movies, right? Like certain old movies. One example, or at least I haven't been able to find anywhere to stream, is like Fright Night 2. You have to look for an old copy of it, either on VHS or DVD, because nobody. And this goes back to just like licensing problems with some of these movies in these studios.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to watch that movie, you know, you'd have to buy a copy of it.
Yeah.
And it's better to have it anyways.
Yeah,
and then you can go old school and let other people borrow it.
Yeah,
like
you
we
do with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Is there anything else you wanted to cover? Maybe do a few, because I kind of had a few questions for you, and this could be at the very end if anybody wants to skip the ending. This is spoilery stuff, but it's more questions I had. Maybe you can answer them for me, and maybe you don't have the answers, and it's even better. It adds to it. But
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't. But let's go.
Was Haig melted, or was he sent to hell in that scene at the very end?
Oh, he was melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I couldn't. I'm like, melted. I think they're melted, but it might be sent. I wasn't sure, but
no, he got melted.
All right. Next question. So, what exactly did the ending mean?
Well, that's a good one.
It was like a weird double, triple ending. I'm like, wait, what does this all mean? I don't understand. What just happened?
The only thing that I can say with certainty is that was the last episode of that show. That's what it meant.
Fair enough. I'll take that answer.
That was just the last episode for sure.
Yeah. And tied to that is, so did Jack, because of the, I guess he would go to those rituals supposedly, you know, with people in the industry or something like that. And they'd have these cult meetings, and Haig was joking about it. Like, oh, they were orgies. I heard about those orgies. Like, when are you going to invite me or something like that? That's all he wanted to go for. He was looking to get some, you know, some ladies out there, but
some tail,
some tail. But you think did Jack sell his soul for fame? Is that what they're implying, or you think? Because especially with the ending, it's tied into that. It's like I wasn't sure. So did he sell his soul for fame? I wasn't too.
You know what makes it seem like or he sold his soul to that like cult, right? It was like a cult, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like it. What was up with the dude in the skeleton suit?
Dude, okay, like he was part of the. Because you know I was gonna let that go. So they kept showing these shots that every time the camera would pan over to him, and it would just sit on him, and he'd give this dead look, and he was like, I don't know, I'm doing a dumb impression of it, but like he would just stare into the camera.
Yeah. But
and he's just staring, and I'm like, okay, they're not showing him for no reason.
What's funny is he's staring with a mask on, so I don't know how you got his look down so good, but you got it. But
I'm trying to do the South Park face.
Okay, here we go. He's doing the. No, his eyes weren't open that wide. He was just like.
I don't know what face was. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, I kept thinking, okay, that's going to end up being the devil the whole time, or that's going to be somebody that
the devil.
He sold the soul to. Yeah, he was in a mask.
That wasn't the devil, because he never said, I'm the devil. Had he said, I'm the devil, then I would have known that was the devil.
This is the perfect way to wrap it all up. But
it's because that girl's so stupid.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm the devil.
I'm the devil.
Somebody wasn't paying attention to.
The teacher goes, no. He even did that. He was like, no,
Ralph.
Yeah. All right. One last question, and then we'll wrap this up.
Yeah, go for it.
Did Jack wipe all of them out then?
Did what?
Did Jack kill them all on the set? Or was it just Lily that
I think the person that killed that was going on a killing spree was the demon, or that was in the little girl. Jack only killed the little girl to stop her.
Yeah. Lily.
And these are all spoilers. I hope there's like a giant spoiler.
Oh, I'm gonna yeah.
At the bottom. That should have started like 5 minutes ago.
Nah, we'll put it in. We'll put it in. But yeah, we'll
Jack
save spoilers
killed
for
the little
end.
girl.
Yeah, and I'll just say that when you got practical effects as good as you did, I felt the Poltergeist CGI fest, as I put it, was unnecessary. I felt that what they were doing was working just fine, and I felt like they could have pulled it off, but maybe it saved them money, so I can't be mad at them if that's why they did it.
Yeah,
I just felt like
I was a little critical about that too when I saw it the first time. I was like, oh man, it was all cool until I saw the CGI, but then again, you know, that's not gonna deter the rest of the movie from it being good.
It didn't make me like the movie any less. It's this is the way I see movies, plain and simple nowadays. Is I leave my expectations at the door and enjoy it for what it is, and I can still love the movie. And I'll be like, oh, I would have wanted to go this way, but I still liked it for what it was. But when it's just a bad movie or a bad script or bad act, it's like, no, I'm not going to accept that anymore. I think because I'm paying for a product. So it's like, if that was bad, I'm not going to say mean things about the movie or whatever. But it's just like, I'm going to say mean things. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, at the end of it, all you have to say is, hey, would you recommend this movie to somebody? And then just say yes.
Yeah.
Or no. And then that's it.
Yeah. And look, everybody's going to have things they like and don't like in a movie, and that's okay. That's okay. That's part of being a film fan, right? But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here, and we'll leave it up to the comment section. Did you guys like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Have you seen it yet? We highly recommend you check this out. That is Late Night with the Devil, and I don't know. What will be? What do you think about the next one? You think we should cover First Omen?
Yeah, First Omen's cool.
Cool. Yeah, we saw that, and we'll leave you with I don't know, what's something we can go out on.
Well, something we can go out on is if somebody tells you to act something out and not say what it is, you should probably follow the instructions.
Okay, I might have set that up. All right. Cool. This is Rudy Delgado and Miguel Barra signing off, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.